anyways, I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded a video. It's been a heck of a roller coaster ride. Anyways, the last video that I posted was of me shaving my head after one of my brain surgeries. And so what happened was, and the reason why I haven't uploaded a video in a long time or updated anyone really on this platform is because I had surgery again 7 months later. The last video was of my surgery in December of 2017. My last surgery was July 3rd of 2018. So that meant that I spent the 4th of July in the ICU in 2018. Usually I have surgeries every 3 to 5 years or so, depending. And this is the first time in a long time that I've had 2 surgeries under 1 year. These procedures were 7 months apart. And so in between, I had issues with gait and memory and all of that good stuff. I started using a mobility scooter to go to and from school. That was a time in my life when I was very depressed because I didn't know why I was going through this, and I thought that my health was just going downhill from there. After my last brain surgery, I felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. See, what happened was after my 13th surgery, I developed major depressive disorder. And this is something that I haven't really talked with my family, my immediate family about, because I was embarrassed. I was ashamed, and I didn't know how to talk with them about it. It was the scariest moment of my life, and I actually took myself into the hospital without my family knowing. I called the advice nurse who transferred me over to a psychiatrist, and they talked me through it, and they told me to, whenever the first available bus was ready for me, to go straight to the hospital. And there I was met with 2 security guards who were waiting for me. And they led me to a room, and I was on lockdown for 12 hours. I didn't tell my family about it. They took my phone away, and I was really ashamed. But I soon later found out that it was a good thing that I took myself in, because if not, then I would have done something to myself that I would have regretted. And later on, I found out the reason why I was feeling depressed was because I was in need of another surgery. So this is one of the things I wanted to talk about hydrocephalus, is sometimes your mental health is a indicator that you might be needing another brain surgery. So this is the reason why I am against taking antidepressants. I have taken them before, but they were in the form of a painkiller, which I am very thankful for, but also too, I have horrible memory. And so for me, taking medication, I am afraid of overdosing. So I wanted to get this information out to a lot of you, because it is very important to talk about mental health. And I know a lot of people who are older are not as open to talk about it. People seem to feel like talking about mental health is just a phase or just a generational thing. But no, I feel like it's a very important thing that everyone needs to talk about, no matter how old you are. So after I had my 14th brain surgery, again, it was 7 months after my last one, I had a shunt adjustment because I still felt like my head was hurting and I didn't know what was going on. After I had my shunt adjusted, because I have a Cephalus Polaris valve, which is adjusted via a strong magnet. So after that adjustment, I felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. I felt like I was me again. I felt so happy, and I started crying. I'm like, I gave the PA, the physician assistant, a huge hug. I said, I don't know what you did, but I feel the happiest that I've ever been. And it's really hard to explain, but it's very visual to see how that can affect anyone, how the pressure in your brain can really affect your mental health. So, it's, oh my gosh, I still feel blown out of my mind, but, I still here and there struggle with my mental health because sometimes too with weather as well, atmospheric pressure can affect my mental state. And so I'm very, I'm very aware of those triggers. So after that surgery, it's really funny. As you've seen in the last video that I posted, I had one scar in the back of my head, but now I have two. And it's really funny. The positioning of it is, it looks like I have two eyes in the back of my head now after I shaved. And after that surgery, it was easy, easy costume for Halloween. For anyone who is a fan of Harry Potter, I was Professor Quirrell for Halloween because I put my hair in a scarf for her job, and then whenever I took it off, it legit looked like I had a face in the back of my head. What really hit me hard too, and I know it hit my mom hard as well, was needing to shave my head again and showing three scars in the back of my head. It really brought back the memories that my mom had when I was born, because I have a scar on my crown from when I was a baby, because when I was born with a meningocele in the back of my head, and after that being removed, they thought I was fine, everything was fine, but then I ended up going back into the hospital again a couple months after, and I was shunted. So that's how my journey with hydrocephalus began. It's been 4 years since my last brain surgery. I'm gonna hit 5 years in July of this year, and it's very scary for me because I have this feeling in the back of my, because I'm so used to going into the hospital for another procedure. It still scares me going back in, and I'm really hoping that last surgery truly is my last surgery and I can live until I'm 80 or so without any brain surgeries, without any issues. So this is a thing that a lot of us hope for in the future, is to not have surgery again and just to live life normally, as a lot of people do. Because who on earth would want multiple brain surgeries throughout their life? I know a lot of people who have had these procedures as well, and it's very scary for them. There's a lot of people who just expect for it to happen, and I don't want that to be me. I want to know how it feels like to not have surgery for 10 plus years. And it really sucks that I need to say that, but it's reality for me, and I just don't wish this on anyone. So my message to everyone is to please be nice. There's a lot of people who are going through things like hydrocephalus and other conditions that they don't feel comfortable talking to people about it, or they're always, shut down whenever they want to talk about it. So I want everyone to know, or remember, to please be kind. It's 2023. We should all be kind to each other, better. We should all behave better. And it still blows my mind. There's a lot of people who are kind of selfish in a way, but whatever you're going through, know that you're not alone. You have someone here, me, who's always praying for you. So again, please be nice, and hopefully I get to upload again soon. All right, bye.